What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Star Wars The Black Series review. Today we are going to be taking a look at Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker from Star Wars Revenge of the Sith. If you guys are trying to find these figures, check your GameStops in Canada. I did have these pre-ordered from GameStop. I don't see the big deal with everyone always freaking out about getting figures. I mean, GameStop here in Canada usually gets everything now. So just go into your GameStop, ask them to pre-order a figure. I'm sure they'll write you down for it. Maybe go the first day you hear that pre-orders are opened. If you can't make it, give them a phone call. They always seem to be really good with pre-orders. At least my experience. I've had no problems with GameStop pre-orders ever. I think maybe once, they might have said something might not come in, but I ended up finding it at Walmart or something anyways. So I guess it all just depends on where you get them, what GameStop you're going to. But either way, all I'm saying is, just be patient. Eventually you will find the figures you're after. Don't freak out. I see a lot of people freaking out about McFarlane pre-orders and all that. So I don't know. It's just funny to me. See it. Anyways, let's talk about these figures here. These are ones that have been probably the most sought after figures for a while now for a lot of people. The Black Series has had these figures in the line before, way back in the early days. I will have some comparisons later on in the video. But yeah, just two characters that we've been waiting years to get redone. And from the look of it in the box, they look like they nailed it. But yeah, they did also release these figures for San Diego Comic-Con exclusive 2-pack. I think it was, or it was New York Comic-Con, some kind of Comic-Con. It did come with way more stuff, alternate heads, hands, and lava, and the little platform they fight on. So really wanted to get that one, but I knew I wasn't going to be paying that price to get that, or I wasn't going to be online waiting for them to drop and then miss out, So that was one I was hoping I would just find maybe at a random toy store or something. Maybe down the line, if I see it, I'll buy it. But I'm happy just getting these two basic versions for now, just because, like I said, it's been so long since we've gotten new versions of these. But we are going to start with Obi-Wan Kenobi first. Let's take a quick look at the packaging here. Really digging the new packaging for the Black Series. I like that it's just, I don't know, it just feels easier to store, I guess, too. Like the slanted box were kind of cool, but they did kind of make it hard to stack and all that. So these are probably way easier to store them. There's the back of the packaging. If you want to read that, you can pause it. But yeah, I'm sick of looking at this guy in his little plastic box. Let's take him out and get a closer look. Again, just like Han Solo, the back insert looks like Mustafar. So that's kind of cool. They're adding little details inside the packaging there. And I didn't really show off the side picture there, but very nice picture of Obi-Wan. And here we have Obi-Wan Kenobi in the plastic shell. Again, not much. Doesn't come with anything but his lightsaber, unfortunately. So that kind of sucks. But let's pop him out here. We do get his lightsaber. It looks to be the exact same as they've done it before. And yeah. Alright, everybody, here is Obi-Wan Kenobi out of the packaging. And yeah, he only comes with his lightsaber, so pretty lame. We should have probably got an alternate head, or at least alternate force hand. Would have been very happy with that. Maybe his robe too, because he does have his robe when he lands on Mustafar to challenge Anakin. But yeah, his lightsaber does look, I don't know, looks alright, I guess. I can't really remember if this is screen accurate or not. I don't, like, the gold is kind of throwing me off. I feel like the paint is a little different than an older one. We do have the archive release here to compare the lightsaber with. And as you can tell, the old archive release figure has a very dull gray to it. They both do have the peg, so you can insert it into his belt. Let's try and see if that actually works here. Does he have a hole there? He does have a hole in his belt. So if you do want him just hanging out without his lightsaber ignited, you can peg it right there on his belt. Looking very nice. But yeah, let's put the lightsaber aside and take a closer look at Obi-Wan. All right, so yeah, first glance, he does look pretty good. I will say the face sculpt is 10 times better than the old one. Probably 20 times better than the old one. Just really looks like Ewan McGregor, especially at this angle. I feel that looks exactly like Ewan McGregor. But yeah, just a very nice picture, or very nice head sculpt there on him. Let's back the camera out a bit just so we can take a look at the articulation. I do believe he has butterfly joints, but they are hindered from his chest rubber piece there. Again, I feel like the elbows could be a little better. I feel like they could cut into this part of the arm a little bit more, just so we can get some more, I don't know, elbow range, I guess. But yeah, very stiff, very nice and stiff joints here. The head does look up a little bit. He does look down quite a bit. Looks like he's got some nice head articulation there. Yeah, very nice. For the legs, they did get rid of the soft cloth goods around the waist here. I remember the other one having some kind of soft goods around that part. Looks like they just got rid of that, went with rubber. So yeah, he can kick out pretty far. His legs are decently articulated. Doesn't really have the crazy double joint that I thought. His legs, you can't kick his bum basically. Still pretty good though. The ankles do have the rocker. They go up and down. He does have that swivel by the boot like the Han Solo, so that's very nice. And yeah, he can obviously twist at the waist. And doesn't have an ab crunch, but he can move a little bit up, back and forth with his stomach there. So yeah, very cool. Articulation seems to be on point. Let's bring him in. Let's bring in another Obi-Wan figure, the archive release, to do a little comparison. All right, here is the archive Obi-Wan figure compared to the new one. And as you can tell, the head sculpt is way better. I mean, sorry, my throat. I'm just getting over being sick, everybody, so sorry about that. But yeah, the Obi-Wan on the left here, just the hair, they got so wrong with the hair. Like, he definitely doesn't have blonde hair. I don't know why they gave him that look. This one still is an upgrade compared to the first release. I do have that figure somewhere buried in my closet. I did not feel like taking 100 boxes out just to bring them out. We all know that figure's bad. It's one of the early figures of the Black Series, so I figured having this one out was good enough. But yeah, there's the soft goods on the back of this one. I don't know if I prefer the soft or not, honestly. I am kind of liking the color on this one more than this one. I don't know what it is. I feel like this one just has a little bit more paint wash on it or something. This one just looks very bland. Yeah, I don't know. Still very cool. I think the figures are, you know, like this figure came out, what, 2014, 2013? I mean, not this version, but the original. So it's just, you know, this one's way better. But yeah, there is Obi-Wan. We are going to bring out his Padawan, his friend, his brother, Anakin Skywalker. All right, here is Anakin. And same thing, nice box art on the side there with the Mustafar in the background. I want to say this picture is ripped right from like some kind of promotional material, because I do remember that pose, that stare. But there's the back of the packaging. If you want to read that, go ahead and pause it. He is number 5. Let's take this guy out of the box and get a closer look. All right, here he is in the plastic shell. Again, not many accessories with this figure. Another one, we probably should have got the Force hand, or maybe the robe. The black robe would have been really nice. But, you know, Hasbro is going to cheap out once in a while. You got to make the most of their molds and make some money, I get it. But if we really cared, we probably should have got that awesome Comic-Con set that like I said, I'm happy with just having the basic version. But here he is, out of the packaging, looking really nice. Huge upgrade since the last one. I mean, the last one was still okay. It's just the legs on that figure were really hard to make him stand. So, yeah, having this new Anakin. Again, they didn't get the soft goods around the waist there. Still very nice. Let's go over his articulation. It's going to be very similar to Obi-Wan's. It looks like his, I don't know what you call this. His outfit is kind of falling apart here. I don't know if that's supposed to happen, or if that's just, I guess that's supposed to happen. Probably gives it more range when you're trying to do stuff with the arms. But yeah, very nice. The head can look up. Not that great because of his hair. You can look down a decent amount. Yeah, his legs, very similar to Obi-Wan's. Ankle rocker, up and down. No crazy double jointed legs, but good enough. Yeah, side rotation. Just basically the exact same articulation as Obi-Wan. Looking very nice. The head sculpt, way better than the old one there. So very nice. Very happy to add this version, man. Like, it would have been nice to get that evil Sith head with this one. I feel like that's really one that's missing. I could totally see them redoing that head in like Revenge of the Sith style packaging, like they did with Cody and Dooku, and I forget who the other ones were. Maybe who was the other one they released? The Magna Droid, or whatever they call it. Grievous's droid. But yeah, just still an awesome head. Very nice. Let's bring in the old Anakin. It's the archive version to compare with this Anakin. I guess I forgot to compare the lightsabers too. Lightsabers, very similar. Just looks like they're painted a little differently. Actually, the blade might be a little bit smaller on the old one. If you can tell here, the old one just has a very plain gray paint to it, where this one they actually painted nice shiny silver. So I do like that a lot. Very nice lightsaber there. But here is the new Anakin here. And we do have the archive. And yeah, just crazy how long it's been, man. The time that it's like, wow, what a difference, man. I'm lost for words. I'm honestly lost for words. The legs on this one were just so hard to get them to stand sometimes. And yeah, just they've totally retooled the legs there, looks like. Bigger feet, maybe. That might help too. Looks like they're using all different parts down there. You can tell, see the pins in the old knee. No pins in the new one, so that's cool. This one was also very pale. I remember the skin just being really, really pale. I do like how he does have a crazy Sith head, though. Like, the Sith eyes kind of look cool. Still isn't a horrible Anakin figure, but one we definitely needed to upgrade. The only other Anakin that I could grab that was close was this new Ahsoka one from the flashback. And you could tell they used very similar pictures or something. I guess it's around similar time. They definitely used the de-aging stuff when he showed up in the show there. So, but again, this figure used the old legs from this figure. So, if they were coming with this one, they should have just waited and used those legs for this one. But whatever, we'll take it. But yeah, there is Anakin and Anakin next to each other. Let's bring in Obi-Wan. See how they size up together. All right, here's Obi-Wan and Anakin. And Obi-Wan is a little shorter, which makes sense. I think Anakin is taller. But, yeah, very cool set. I guess they're not a set, but very cool pairing here. Honestly, the more and more I look at these, the more and more I kind of wish I did get the crazy box set version. Just because I do really want to have them posed fighting on the platform on Mustafar. But, I don't even really have a lot of room for my Black Series right now anyways, so they're kind of all just kind of standing really close to each other. But definitely the new fronters on the shelf. We will probably end up buying more Black Series down the line if they keep redoing some old figures. So, yeah, there is Obi-Wan and Anakin from Revenge of the Sith. Probably one of my favorite Star Wars movies of all time. I did go see that movie about 3 times in theaters. when it came out. I'm kind of mad I missed the anniversary release, but they weren't really playing it anywhere close to me, so I couldn't really go and watch it again. But still very happy to add these. I can totally see them re-releasing these with more heads, different hands, different heads or whatever, different packaging. Maybe for like the 30th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith. Who knows? Maybe the 25th. But yeah, there is Anakin and Obi-Wan, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed this little review here. We are going to do some NECA figures for the next review, so stay tuned for the NECA figure reviews. We got Texas Chainsaw Massacre Leatherface, and I do have a NECA Terminator figure I want to review, so stay tuned to the channel for that. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good one.